Welcome to our virtual tour in London. London is one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world. It is the capital city of England and is located in the southeast of the country. It is a city that hosts students, workers, and visitors from all over the world, and the people who want to live a unique experience. There's always something new to do and lots of things to discover in London. But let's start from the basics, with the essential information and the must-know facts about the capital of the UK. You can get around London by underground, black cabs, red buses or river buses. The cheapest and most uncommon way, however, to reach all the corners of the city is the London Tube, as Londoners call their underground. It has 12 lines and 275 stations. Each line has a name and a different color. After a few days, you will get used to it and to mind the gap. You really need a few things to start your journey in London, so enjoy. Here's our 7 days tour for you.
Buckingham Palace, located in the city of Westminster, is the official residence of the Queen of the United Kingdom, and it is also the place where many public ceremonies take place. The palace is open to everyone, but can only be accessed when the sovereigns are not there, only in summer. By the way, there's a Union Jack flying above Buckingham Palace. That means the Queen's at home. The building is impressive and contains 775 rooms. There are 19 representative rooms, 52 main bedrooms, 188 servants' rooms, 92 offices and 78 bathrooms. Can you imagine? The largest room is the ballroom, but the most appreciated, of course, is the throne room, illuminated by 7 candelabra, and where the throne of the king and queen are located. It is also worth visiting the royal garden, which include more than 350 species of flowers and an artificial lake with pink flamingos. The palace is visited by many tourists who gather in front of the palace to watch the changing of the guards, also known as guard mounting. It takes place every day at 11 o'clock. It is considered the iconic ceremony admired by millions of people every year, accompanied by a full moon.
The Houses of Parliament, also called Palace of Westminster, is the seat of the Parliament that includes both the House of Lords and the House of Commons. It is on the north bank of the River Thames. On the outside there are 2 towers: Victoria Tower, the place where the laws of Parliament are kept, and Elizabeth Tower, Big Ben. The Big Ben is one of London's most important landmarks. The bells of the tower were kept silent for several years due to restoration work. There were also plans to reglaze to repaint the clock. The bells were to be silent until the end of the restoration work in 2021.
Westminster Abbey is a large mainly Gothic abbey church in the city of Westminster, London, just to the west of the Palace of Westminster. It is one of the United Kingdom's most notable religious buildings and a traditional place of coronation and burial sites for English and later British monarchs. The building itself was a Benedict monastery church until the monastery was dissolved in 1539. Since the coronation of William the Conqueror in 1066, all coronation of English and British monarchs have taken place in Westminster Abbey. There have been 16 royal weddings at the Abbey since 1100.
Camden Town is famous for the large market held near the Regent's Canal, with many fashion and curiosity outlets. This alternative vibe area is popular with tourists, teenagers and punks. The cafes in the area are very busy during the day, while the thriving nightlife includes cutting-edge live music, venues and traditional pubs like the Jazz Café and Roundhouse.
where internationally acclaimed artists perform. The nearby Regent's Park, with manicured gardens, is home to the London Zoo.
Harrods Limited, more simply known as Harrods, is a luxury department store with exclusive items, clothing and service. It is located in one of the richest areas of London, on Brompton Road. It is now one of the icons that represent London and therefore has become a real tourist destination, beyond shopping. Founded in 1834 by Charles Henry Harrod, it is an 8-story building, divided into 300 departments. The interiors are inspired by ancient Egypt. All floors are connected by 146 lifts and numerous escalators, one of which was installed in 1898, among the first in the world.
Trafalgar Square is a public square in the city of Westminster. It was established in the 19th century around the area of Charing Cross. The square's name commemorates the Battle of Trafalgar, the British naval victory in the Napoleonic Wars over France and Spain that took place on the 21st October 1805 off the coast of Cape Trafalgar. The National Gallery is an art museum in Trafalgar Square, in the city of Westminster. Founded in 1824, it houses a collection of over 2,300 paintings dating from the 13th century to 1900. The gallery is an exempt charity and a non-departmental public body of the Department for Digital, Culture, Media and Sport. Its collection belongs to the government on behalf of the British public, and entry to the main collection is free of charge. In 2019, it was ranked 7th in the world of the list of most visited art museums.
The London Eye, or the Millennium Wheel, is an observation wheel on the south bank of the River Thames in London. It is Europe's tallest observation wheel and it is the most popular paid tourist attraction in the United Kingdom, with over 3 million pieces in popular culture. Its construction, which began in 1998, was completed on 9 May 20. At 135 meters, it was the tallest wheel in the world until 10 September 2013. The London Eye is the highest vantage point in the City of London. Ultimately, it became the United Kingdom's most popular paid attraction with 3.5 million visitors per year.
Carnaby Street owes its name to Carnaby House. The road was built in 1685, symbol name of an entire decade that of swinging London, of the sixth epicenter of fashion, soul of musical culture and inspiration for artists and musicians from all over the world. Carnaby Street can miss the top list of places to visit for anyone who wants to get acquainted with the British capital. This shopping street has been able to create a closer relationship with music and pop culture. It is here, in fact, that designer, musician and singer started a series of important artistic experiments and changed the face of a generation and those to come. Although Carnaby Street has lost its alternative reputation for mass tourism over the past few decades, this corner of London still remains the buffing heart of the city and living celebration of its history and proud diversity.
Oxford Street is a street in London. With its more than 300 stores, it is one of the most famous and active shopping streets in the world. Every year, during the Christmas period, Oxford Street is decorated with Christmas lights. This celebration began in 1959 and was inspired by the nearby Regent Street.
Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars. Like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing signs. Seek it out and ye shall find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. And I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. I could lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Hey. I feel your love and I feel it burn down this river every turn. Hope is our four-letter word. Make that money, watch it burn. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that